Happy New Year! It is 2024 and we are back on the road. Our first stop is Porto, Portugal. We are so excited to show you guys Porto. We have 4 days here. We want to wine taste, we want to eat Portuguese food, and we want to see all the things that Portugal has to offer. Come along with us. We're really excited about this one. I don't know where you're waking up this morning, but this is where we're waking up this morning.
We found the cutest little coffee shop with the most amazing view. All of these places that we go, I will definitely leave a link or a name or something down in the description so that you can find them when you come to Porto. But it is absolutely beautiful. These cappuccinos are amazing. Check out this view. We are at Cafe Santiago, and I have been really excited to come here. This restaurant has arguably the best sandwich in Porto. There's a famous sandwich here called the Francesinha. There was a Porto man who decided to go to France in the 1950s to work for a while. When he came back, he invented this sandwich. Francesinha translates to little French girl. And what he said was that the sauce was very piquant and it reminded him of the French Mademoiselle. So the sandwich has steak, it has mortadella cheese, it has sausage, it has ham, it has a fried egg on top, and it's toasted and then it's covered with melted cheese, which kind of protects the bread from getting all soggy, which is really awesome. But what makes this sandwich so special is the sauce. So there is I think it's like a tomato beer sauce that goes on it. And what they say makes it so fantastic is that this sauce is prepared in the same pan. It's been prepared in the same pan for decades, which gives it just exceptional flavor. So check this thing out.
I'm excited to try this out. There is some ham steak in there, a little difficult to cut through. I thought it was going to be a little soft because of the bread, but I got to cut through that meat. So there's the egg and the cheese and the gravy in there. Oh my goodness. And that gravy.
Let me ask them if I want.
Oh man.
Was it worth the wait?
Oh yeah. It's cheesy and a little salty, and that gravy just adds so much flavor. It's really good. And the French fries kind of soaking up that gravy in there. Oh yeah.
In that sweet city inside. What's that?
And to wash it down, we got a local beer, the Super Box. Perfect combination. Cheers.
So the comment about the French Mademoiselles, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but hey, if Porto got an amazing sandwich out of the deal, I think it was totally worth it.
So we just stumbled on this cool little gem. It's called the Banco De Materials. They actually do a really cool thing here in Porto. The local government tries to preserve the heritage with all of the incredible tile work that's all over the city. They will try and save some of the tiles. So if you're like a business owner or a homeowner that has bought the building now and there might be some missing tiles, you can actually get in contact with the Bank of Materials, and they actually might have the tiles that you need for your building, which I just think is so cool that they do such a good job trying to preserve the heritage and preserve the culture here. It was very cool. It's free admission. It's official. We've been waiting for this. So we got our very first Pastel De Nada. Little custard pies that Porto is very famous for. And you're supposed to put either some powdered sugar or some cinnamon on it. We got some cinnamon, some canela, and put a little cinnamon on this guy. It's so warm still. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It kind of has like a thick creme brulee type of consistency on the inside, but it's just this little, like, very, very thin pastry. It's very good. Perfect on this chilly day.
I'm standing here in the Sao Bento train station here in Porto, Portugal. And as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. It is covered in these hand-painted tiles. That's one of the things that Porto is known for, is these blue hand-painted tiles. Absolutely gorgeous. So the Sao Bento train station is also known as one of the most beautiful train stations in all of Europe. We are catching a train to Lisbon in a few days, so I thought I would come by so that, one, we could take a look at the train station, show you, and to get my tickets. All right, so I just grabbed our tickets down to Lisbon. It was super easy. They have a ticket counter. You just go up, tell them where you want to go. It was super easy. One of the great things that we have noticed about Porto is there are many modes of transportation that you can take. One, they have the train system that'll pretty much take you anywhere you want to go. They have the metro. There's a tram. There are boat rides that you can take. There are lots of different options when you come to Porto. So against Melissa's will, we need to cross over one of the bridges here. There are several bridges that crosses over the Douro River that actually goes to another town, which is Vila Nova de Gaia, which is where all of the port wineries are. So Melissa, if you want port, we have to cross this bridge.
I'll cross a bridge for port. I will cross a bridge for alcohol, for mimosas, for brunch, for bacon, for port. Little else.
Remind me a little bit of a golden retriever. You're kind of food motivated. Yeah.
It is what it is. Sorry, not sorry.
Hi, Melissa. How you feeling about this bridge?
Jason's making me walk out here. I don't love it. I have a very irrational fear of heights. And yet again, he has coaxed me to another high place with a great view. He's promised me something on the other side. I don't know what. Maybe a port wine tasting, a mimosas. I don't know. But he's making me go across this bridge. I'm having a lot of feels. We'll see how this goes.
Are you having flashbacks of Mazatlan?
Oh, for sure. I don't want to do it. I don't wanna. I'll be honest, I do not love this bridge. Porto's making us work for that wine tasting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying they're making me work for it. So behind me, I don't know if you can really tell, it's a pretty steep road that we're going up and down. It's all worth it though. I'm working the calories off pre-tasting, so that's, you know, I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
All right, first port. It's very good, very smooth, a little sweet, very interesting. I'm not very well versed in white port, so this is kind of a cool experience to try something a little different. I'm very happy with this. Definitely worth the hike.
I'm gonna be honest. Having port in Porto, Portugal is spectacular. I highly recommend it.
There are so many port tasting rooms right on the main drag there in downtown. But if you also want to explore slightly less expensive and maybe just a little less crowded, there are also a bunch of tasting rooms just a couple of blocks past off of the main drag too. So feel free to explore this entire area. I promise you will not go wrong with any decision. They're all amazing.
We found an absolutely beautiful market here in Porto. It is Mercado do Bolhão. I will put the name on the screen just in case I didn't get it quite right. But it is absolutely beautiful. It's still decorated for Christmas. There's lots of incredible things, a lot of really delicious looking things. And so just come along with us while we explore.
So we just decided to grab a glass of wine and some carpaccio here at the market. And they have this little storage area in the back that they've converted into a little sitting area. Obviously, there's only enough room for the two of us to be in here. But I think this is kind of cool that behind some of the stands, there's actually a little place where you can just enjoy whatever it is that you got.
I got wine.
So we got some veal carpaccio. See how this tastes. They put, I think what would kind of be like some Italian seasoning, looks like some Parmesan, some salt, a little bit of olive oil on here. Goodness. That's so good. With the salt and the Parmesan on there, it's just so flavorful. Incredibly smooth and soft texture of the meat. It's delicious. It's really amazing. Let's try this wine. Perfecto. I love it. It's so much fun. This is awesome. This is really just a great little snack. Thank you so much for joining us as we were exploring Porto, Portugal. Oh my goodness, what an incredible time we had. We did wine tasting.
A lot of wine tasting.
Oh my gosh, yes, so good. We hiked all over the whole city. Definitely burned some calories going up and down those hills, but it was
And good
worth
walking
it.
shoes. Yeah, make sure you bring really good walking shoes because there's a lot of cobblestone streets and a lot of hills.
It was definitely worth it though. The views were incredible. We had an amazing time here. Thank you, Porto, for showing us your very, very best. We would love to come back. This is definitely a destination that is not to be missed.
All right, so as we mentioned before, Happy New Year. It is the beginning of 2024. We have a lot in store for this year. We are going to be traveling the entire year is our plan, all over Europe. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. A lot of people don't know, but if you hit that like button, it tells YouTube to start suggesting our videos to other people, to other viewers, and that really helps our little channel out. So we want to thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for joining along with us. And stay tuned for the next location coming up next.
We also have to give a quick shout out to 2 longtime subscribers, Eva and Marie. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
We love you both.
Thank you.